Hello everyone and welcome to Dudley Zoo. Today we're going to be talking about evolution. Now evolution is a very scary term, but I'm going to break it down. We're going to be talking about convergent and divergent evolution. And my friend here is a perfect example of convergent evolution. Now this is a lesser hedgehog tenrec. He comes from Madagascar, and that is the only place in the world you'll actually find tenrecs because they evolved completely separately to the rest of the world when Madagascar broke away millions of years ago. Now, he looks just like a hedgehog. He's even got hedgehog in his name. But this fella is actually more related to an African elephant than he is a hedgehog. He shares more DNA in common. In fact, he's just done something called convergent evolution, which means that the two species, the hedgehog and the tenrec, have evolved completely separately but have reached the same place. They've come together. So they both have spikes, a defense mechanism. They both eat very similarly. They go around the floor and grab any grubs and worms and things like that. And they look very similar, but actually they're completely different. They fill the same niche in different parts of the world. So this is Nox. So you met the tenrec. Now this is an African pygmy hedgehog. Now you can see the similarities. They use that ball of spike defense mechanism. They've got a very similar snout and they eat quite similar as well. So he'll eat grubs and small crickets and things like that. But as I said, they're no way related at all. They've just developed completely separately to look and act in exactly the same way. Just a great example of convergent evolution. Now we've covered convergent evolution, it's time to talk about divergent evolution, which is basically evolution that moves away from each other. So you take an animal, or animals that are closely related, and they evolve in different ways in order to react with their ecosystem. Take these pygmy marmosets for example. Where they come from in Brazil in the Amazon rainforest, there are lots and lots of small types of primate, just like these guys. But if they're not careful, they could overcompete for food, and some of them could go extinct. So what they've done is they've evolved in different directions in order to make sure that they all survive. The pygmy marmoset, for example, has become a specialist in eating gum from trees. So they extract the gum from the tree and then slurp it all up as their main form of diet. While other species would focus more on eating fruit or eating insects, these have found a niche in order to help them survive in a very busy environment. So there we have it. We've covered both convergent and divergent evolution. I hope using some of the animals and seeing them up close has really helped clear that up for you guys. And we really hope to see you back here at the zoo as soon and as safe as possible.